So let me use the last 3 minutes for a beautiful idea. So remember again, we saw the concept of Hakol bidei shamayim chutz mitzinim upachim. Everything is in the hands of heaven except for tzinim upachim. Literally again, cold, right? Heat and cold. So remember again, Tosfos asked, but what about the gemarah that says Hakol bidei shamayim chutz miyira shamayim? So Tosfos gave an interesting answer, right? What was Tosfos' approach? Two different things. So two different things, not contradictory. So Rabbi say in the Sefer Bina Le'itim, so I saw this quoted in the Kerem Shlomo. He says something amazing. Rabbi say, listen to this. He says, Shlomo HaMelech says, and it's based on the pasuk. Tzinim upachim b'derech ikeish shomer nafsho yirchak mehem. A person should distance himself from tzinim upachim. So Rabbi say, so the Bina Le'itim says, what is Shlomo HaMelech trying to teach us? Right, Shlomo was like a Jewish mother, right? Go out with your coat, right? Make sure you take your coat. Don't go out with wet hair. Like, what is Shlomo needs to teach? This is like the extent of Solomonic wisdom, that be careful of cold and hot, heat and cold weather. So what is Shlomo trying to give there? Listen to this. Get ready for this. The Torah contains positive commandments and prohibitions. The mitzvahs asay. I will say, when it comes to mitzvos asay, what's my obligation? You need chamimos, heat, and hislavos, and excitement. Because to do a mitzvos asay, you have to move yourself. You need inertia, right? In order to move myself to perform positive commandments, there has to be a heat, right? I have to be hot. I have to have hislavos, I have to have an excitement. However, for prohibitions, Rabbi will say, what do you need? Nitzrach tzad kariros. You need to be cold, right? Because for prohibitions, what do you need to do? Cool down in action. Sheisbatel me'it me also his orus l'ra. So we'll say, but what happens in life? Get ready for this. Amdam hayitzahara mefata umesis la adam l'shtamish ba'kariros v'chamimos lehevech. What happens in life, Rabbi was saying? Often, I get my hot-cold settings mixed up. See, Rabbi said the way it's supposed to work is the hot setting, right? The heat, the hislavos, the excitement, the zrizos, that has to go towards mitzvahs. That's where my heat setting needs to be. The cold setting needs to go towards mitzvahs losas. Say, averis, cool down, don't do. The Yetzer Hara often gets me to mix up my settings. So suddenly again, I will say, when it comes to things I have to do, I'm cool, I'm laid back, I'm lackadaisical, I'm unexcited, uninspired, there's no zrizos. Conversely, but when it comes to doing an avera, I'm on it, right? I'm all in. I'm all in, and there's an excitement, and there's a hislavos, and I move myself to do it. Ukineged zeh. So they will say, this becomes the avoda in life. Because of time, I'll just say the rest outside. So the Kerem Shlomo says something so beautiful. He says, quoting the Sefer Bina Le'itim, he says, this is what it means when we say, Hakol bidei shamayim chutz mitzinim upachim. They will say, everything is up to you. Everything is in the hands of heaven, except for how you use your cold and your hot settings in life. See, Rabosai, what I determine is my personalistic spiritual temperature. When it comes to the performance of mitzvos, when it comes to serving HaKadosh Baruch Hu, how do I do it? Do I do it laid back, lackadaisical, without zrizos, the cold setting? Am I the tzina? Am I the cold Jew? Or am I pachim Jew? Am I hot? Am I excited? When it comes to avoiding averos, am I using my cold setting or my hot setting? Hakol bidei shamayim chutz mitzinim upachim teaches me that halacha lemaisa, at the end of the day, everything is in the hands of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, except how you use your cold and hot settings in life. What do you get excited about? What do you use your zrizos for? And conversely, when are you laid back, dispassionate, and disinterested? And by the way, according to this approach, it's not a contradiction. It's the same thing. Hakol bidei shamayim chutz miyir shamayim, and hakol bidei shamayim chutz mitzinem upachim is the same exact teaching of Chazal. And I both say we learn this in the same line that says, Miyom Shecharav Beis HaMikdash. Because I both say one of the ways in which we will be Zocheh Meretz Hashem to get our beloved Mikdash back is to go ahead and regulate our Tzinim Upachim settings. Is Kudol B'Dei Chutz Yerushalayim, is to begin to use that incredible Zrizos and that incredible Hislavos for all the right things and stop using it Chas v'Shalom for things which they're in life. Rabbi say, Shkayach and good Shabbos.